It's December, and that means Ask Dash. Let's get into another one. Hey yo, this is Dash, and welcome back to another episode in the 2002 Ask Dash series. Alright, so if I have my math correct, this should be episode number 8. And I won't say rightfully so, but episode 8 comes to us, or this question comes to us today from a long time viewer and somebody who I really like. This comes from Jimmy from Cuff and Stuff Barbecue. If you don't know who Jimmy is, make sure to check out the description or link in the description below and check out his channel. Tell him his nephew Dash sent you. Anyway, Jimmy says, what's your favorite video you have put out so far? So, Jimmy, that's kind of a hard question because I put out so many videos that I personally liked. I really liked, and they have this many views. Oh wait, no. Or they have this many views. There are some videos that I think that I like. Like one of my favorite videos was when I was cooking on Bernadette, and the video where I cooked a single pig in a blanket, like a mini pig in a blanket on that big old smoker. It was a fun video for me to make, and it was inspired by Justin and Baby Back Maniac. I actually think I talked about it in the video. I saw he cooked a single hot dog on his Weber Kettle Ranch. If you don't know what a Weber Kettle Ranch is, and actually I'm gonna try and post a link to his video down below that inspired my video, which I'll also post down below. So when you go to his video, tell him Dash sent you to his video, and you can also watch my video. But the whole thing is, the Weber Kettle Ranch, if you don't know, is a 36-inch, so 3-foot wide grill, and he cooked a single hot dog on it. And the video to me was hilarious. The video was so funny in a good way, like not funny haha, but like funny. It was, I could relate to it. And it was Justin being Justin, and it was so nice to see him in a more playful mood. And because I've met Justin and Baby Back Maniac, I know how he is in person, and that video conveyed his playfulness, if you will, that joking side that he doesn't always portray in his videos. So I appreciated that, and I appreciated that video, and I was inspired. So I figured I would do something similar, and what I ended up doing, like I said, was I used my biggest smoker to cook the smallest thing possible. I think that was something along the lines of what I called that thing. But it was around July 4th. If it wasn't July 4th, it was like Memorial Day, but it was a holiday, a US holiday, and I had the day off, and I'm sitting, and I had nothing else to do but cook a single teeny hors d'oeuvre size pig in a blanket in the biggest smoker I had. And if you haven't seen that video, I'm not going to ruin it. You'll have to check out the link in the description below. But it didn't turn out the way I would have liked. Anyway, that was a favorite. And then also one of my other favorite videos, and I keep going back to this one, it was like an ASMR video where I said nothing in the video. I told a complete story of I think it was cooking a brisket, or the sound of cooking brisket, I think was the name of that video. And it was an ASMR video, and I mean, it was from me opening up the door, walking down, opening up the door, unlocking the door, open the door, getting into, going out of the back door, going down the steps, walking down the driveway, opening up the garage door. That video took so much time in the movement of the camera, in the setting up of the camera, in the being quiet, in the actions of everything that I was doing. All of those things took so much time and energy and effort and extra effort that when I put out the video, I love that video. Like that again is one of my favorite videos, and it got like very little views. And it's just one of those videos where I'm like, man, I put so much effort into this video, and the reward was very low views. So Those are a few. And then here's another whole nother genre, I guess you could say, is some of the videos that I've done with my kids. And you know, kids on YouTube is one of those gray areas, is a sore subject and a wild topic. So I haven't put my kids in the videos as of late because, you know, there's some predatory folks on YouTube and things like that. But with that being said, I can look back at some of those videos that we've done in the past. And actually, I have looked back, which is crazy to me. I was talking to Taste Tester number 3 not too long ago, and we were talking about speaking of Taste Tester number 3, that is my alarm to have gone and gotten her from school. But today is just like last week when I filmed these videos. She is practicing for her Christmas holiday show at her school. So I get to film these videos as opposed to going to pick her up today. So, hooray. Anyway, she and I were talking, and we were talking about, I think it was talking about pot pies, pulled pork and pot pie. And I told her, I said, hey, you know, remember we did that video on blah, blah, blah? She's like, we did? Yes. So then I pulled up the video and was able to show her the video, and she got such a kick out of seeing young Taste Tester number 3. And that, to me, is one of those things that I'll always hold on to. And those interactions and the, you know, the bonding that we had, or I had with my kids, or have with my kids, that's documented, it's on film, is something I can't, you know, I don't need to replicate. I have it already there. So those will be memories that hopefully they can pass on to their kids and show, you know, hey, you know, Grandpa Dash, he did X, Y, and Z, or he showed me how to cook X, Y, and Z, or I remember, or look, here's a video from when I was your age and I was cooking with Grandpa Dash or Pop-Up Dash or, you know, Granddad Dash. I don't know what they're gonna call me if, you know, if they get to call me something. Just don't call me late for dinner, all right, grandkids? Okay. Anyway, those are some of my fondest memories that I have on film. One of the other, or another thing that I'm very fond of, you know, again, thinking about it on the fly, I really appreciate when I get to meet some of you guys. And I don't always do the best job of filming that interaction, that meeting at the time. A lot of times, or more often than not, I actually like to live in the moment. And that being said, I don't always want to pull out my camera, pull out my phone, and film and take away from the moment. I want to live in the moment and be there for the other person or the other persons, or if I'm going to meet someone involved. So when I went to Austin a few years ago, so this is 2 trips to Austin ago, and I met Alton, and I met Justin the Baby Back Maniac, and I met Greg from Ballistic Barbecue, and I met Johnny from View to a Grill, and I met Chef Johnny from Texas Cuisine and Cooking, and I met CJ from CJ's, well, CJ Cooks, but then it's like CJ's Barbecue and More. And then I feel like I'm forgetting someone. I met Ian from the Cutting Board, you know, spot. Who am I forgetting? Who else am I forgetting? Who else was there in Austin? I met I met Ryan from Backline Fabrication. Oh man, Alton, who else am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting someone and I don't mean to forget them, but that might be everyone. Oh, I met was it Ryan? Was it Ryan? Oh man, I met someone else and I can't think of their name because they came and they broke bread and they had like breakfast with us, and then they left, and then they had to go to work, and then they came back a little later that day and they met up with us. I met I met Wayne from the Louis Mueller Barbecue Company. Or Louis Mueller Barbecue. I met so many cool people when I was there in Austin. I don't want to say the first time, but the first barbecue time, that I got lost in just being there with those folks while I was in Austin. So though I did pull out the camera and I did film some, I didn't film as much as I could have. I could have filmed a lot more while I was there in Austin, but I wanted to live in the moment. I didn't want to have a camera out in front of everybody's face the entire time. So those are obviously other parts. And then, of course, I talk about the first trip to Austin, the second trip to Austin when I met Marcus. Yo, I feel like, well, Marcus, Jamie, Mia, you know, Dawn, everyone else from, you know, the Crimson Creek Barbecue Company, the Crimson Creek family that I became a part of. And I can't believe sometimes how lucky I am to have met the people I've met through barbecue and me turning on a camera and putting myself out there on the internet. So I just want to say thank you. And I know this is, Jimmy, it's probably kind of long-winded, but those are some of my favorites. Like, I can't just pick one video. Definitely some of the videos that I particularly put a lot of effort into. The videos of me doing videos with my kids is definitely up there. And then the videos where I meet some of you guys, like the video where I met Kirk out on the Eastern Shore. Well, I can't talk, no idea. Congratulations, Kirk. He actually just got engaged to his now fiance Jen. So if you are able to, please take a moment and type "Congratulations, Kirk" down below. But anyway, those are my favorites, Jimmy. And I've been doing this quite a while, and I wouldn't change it for the world. And I just want to do more videos. But I want to do more of the videos I want to do. I don't want to do videos just for the fact of doing or the sake of doing videos any longer. I feel like I've been there, I've done that, and I want to do more of the things that are, you know, quote unquote impactful. Anyway, thank you guys so very much as always for watching. Thank you, Jimmy, for asking a thought-provoking and golly, a long and rambly question. So I can't say thank you enough. We are about 1 week into the Ask Dash series. This should be video number 8. If you have not taken a moment and asked me a question down below, there is still time for me to get your question answered. Just think about it. Today is December 7th. This video will go out on December 8th, and I will be filming the next 7 videos today on the 7th. That means you have 14 chances, 14 slots to get your question in. Don't be bashful. Leave your question down below. There's still plenty of time for me to answer it. Now, in another week or so, that might not be the case. So please hurry up, get your question in so that I can answer your question directly. And thank you so very much again for watching. Thank you for being a part, and I'll see you next time.